How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. It just happened. CPI just came in. The market is treating it as mega bullish, with Bitcoin moving up about $1,400 within a minute. I want to show you what's happening. I also want to go over some other really important news in the market, including 60 million people just getting access to Bitcoin to start buying Bitcoin. Some news as well within crypto outside of Bitcoin. So if you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. There's also going to be a link to Margex underneath the video. There you can trade cryptocurrencies long and short. This is powered by TradingView, which is one of the best charting platforms out there. And you can get access to this in just a few seconds. You just have to put in a username, a password, check their terms and conditions, and you can start trading. There's no lengthy KYC process or anything like that. And they're also giving away up to $5,000, just depending on how much you trade. You can get up to this $5,000 BOEM airdrop. BOEM is just a meme coin. So at the end of this, if you don't want it, you can always sell it, right? But there are about 4 days left on that big airdrop. Now, CPI just came in 3.3 year over year versus 3.4 expected. Let's take a look at this. Actually, I don't want to sift through all this, but it came in lower than expected, okay? Now, look at this. We were expecting 3.4%. Before that, it was 3.5. Before that, 3.2, 3.1, 3.4, 3.1. You can see just a massive move up, massive move down, and then just kind of stagnation. Now, I know people like to watch these CPIs, and it gives us some indication for what the Fed's going to do, and whether the Fed lowers rates earlier or holds off can affect risk assets. But as you can see, it doesn't look like we are making any progress here. We're just kind of stuck around 3%. We've been here since the end of 2023. Okay. Actually, the midpoint of 2023. We've just been going back and forth. I really do think the Fed has to stop looking for 2%, or they're going to have CPI come lower to 2%. But they're just messing with the numbers. I would not be surprised if that's the case, because then if they just take out some stuff that is a constant problem in here or massage the numbers down, then the Fed doesn't look bad for saying that they want 2% and then changing it to 3%. Everyone that's uneducated about this whole thing will just think that, oh, we got back down to 2%. The Fed did a great job. We're going to vote for or we're gonna vote for one political party or another because the economy is looking good again, when really inflation's still like 8 or 9%. Inflation, the money supply is high. I think that they might try to massage the numbers down. This is the most bullish chart to ever exist. The federal debt just continues to rise. We're almost at 35 trillion. And it gets more and more expensive, especially when rates are high. So I would not be surprised to see some of this. I would not be surprised to see rates lower, even if we stay around 3.5% eventually, because we have so much debt that's going to roll over and it's going to become so expensive. Okay. So bullish, very bullish for risk assets here today. Also, it's bullish. Brazil's biggest bank, Itaú Unibanco, hopefully I said that okay, launches Bitcoin trading to all customers. They have 60 million customers in Latin America. Bullish. I mean, when that happens in the US, which in my opinion it will at some point. We've talked about different bills that have been trying to pass through the Senate and the House and pass through the president that allow banks to easier custody Bitcoin. Eventually, when that happens, when you can just go in your bank account and like half the bank accounts out there just like have a button to buy Bitcoin, that's going to be extremely bullish. And a lot of us, we still think about Bitcoin as an investment, not as a alternative. Okay, when people's mindset changes on that and it's like an additional savings account, that's going to be crazy, because people are going to be more willing, in my opinion, to put some money in Bitcoin just in a bank account. There are so many people that don't want to have to go call their financial advisor to go buy Bitcoin. Eventually, that'll probably be done for them just in their portfolios, but they might be willing to tell their banker that they see every other day to go buy a little bit of Bitcoin. So it's interesting. Donald Trump told Bitcoin miner CleanSpark that he loves what they're building. Okay, so he attended somewhere with a handful of miners. You can see today, Riot CEO and Riot's head of public policy met with Donald Trump to discuss Bitcoin mining and energy. President Trump will protect your right to own Bitcoin, to mine Bitcoin, to transact with Bitcoin, and for many of us to work with the Bitcoin industry or work in the Bitcoin industry. So he met with some, like I said, some people in Bitcoin mining. It seems like he is pretty pro crypto at this point. Maybe just trying to get votes. I'm not trying to get political here, but I think he's gaining some votes. He's gaining some pretty powerful allies as well. So interesting to see. And I have been talking about FJB, the meme coin, still doing extremely well. Moved up, consolidating a little bit higher here today. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to this as well as elections go on. Now, as I've said several times this year, meme coins have gone absolutely nuts, with Pepe being one of the biggest gainers over the last year and a half. And Croak is also one that I've been watching. This is a smaller meme coin, but it's also got the frog meme coin aesthetic. Now, Croak is a meme coin created by eFrogs, which is an OG NFT community over on Linea. Linea is a scaling solution in layer 2 for Ethereum. And they have a collection of 2015 eFrogs deployed and minted out a couple months ago on March 20th at 0.01 Ethereum a piece. So pretty cheap. Now, since then, they've done 315 ETH in volume. Okay, that's kind of nuts. They have a token-gated Linea Discord, a strong community of 20,000 people across multiple socials. They've done a ton of airdrops worth over $600,000. So I do think it warrants some attention right now. Now, I'll leave links to this underneath the video because they are a partner of the channel. As you can see, they do have their Croak meme coin now as well. They say they're the #1 community on Linea. They have connections too with some of the other projects too, like they have partnerships with 10 plus native and multi-chain dApps, and they have strong support from the Linea team. Linea obviously carries a lot of weight as well. Here is their website, very simplified. I like it. You can get the token over on Linux, so you can connect your wallet super easy, transfer or make a swap, exchange. And here is their price. When you look at their token price, you can see spiked up right out the gate, came down, consolidated, moved up, consolidated, moved up, consolidated. Now coming right back down to prior resistance, which is a bullish technical pattern, right around a $3 million market cap now. Of course, make sure you understand this is a meme coin. This is risky. It could go down to zero, but they have some big partnerships. If you want to see more information about this, I'll leave links underneath the video. Look at the inflows from yesterday, or actually the outflows. IBIT had 1.1 billion in volume, which is pretty high right now. GBTC 325, FBTC 275. Scroll down here. GBTC had a large outflow, 121 million. ARCB with 56.5 million. BITB with 12 million. FBTC 7 million. IBIT 0. Okay, IBIT's holding strong here. I don't know if they're educating their clients more or they're just kind of buying with their own portfolios. If they see an outflow, maybe they go and buy within one of their other portfolios to buy some IBIT. But overall, 200 million in outflows. That could be part of the reason that we saw a bit of a dip yesterday, but we did recover. As I said, we bounced off these lines that I put up here a while ago, and hopefully you didn't panic sell out. We still have Jerome Powell later today. It'll be interesting to see what he says about rates and rate cuts and the economy. We also have the dot plot that will come out as well, which a lot of people will be looking at. That only comes out every 2 meetings. So it kind of gives an indication for when they think rates are going to start being cut. So yeah, it will be interesting to watch. There's still new cryptos launching. Aether's one that I'm invested into. It's doing pretty well on launch, up 82.5% at one point. GME, also something that I'll be watching here today, up 22% yesterday, up 4% in the pre-market. Would not be surprised to see this run again with the good news about CPI. Now, overall, I think we're still in a really good place in this market. As I've said, day to day we can move up and move down. There's volatility, but the volatility is getting smaller and smaller. Like we're just getting in a tighter and tighter range. I know that we didn't stay above this line here, but if you just scroll out, this line has been really interesting. Rejection, 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 broke through, bounced off, go through a couple times, then bounced off it again. I've been saying this for a little while. I think we're going to see a big move here soon. We're right in the middle of this range now, but I think we're going to see a big move to the upside. I do. I could always be wrong, and I'm okay if I'm wrong. I'm okay if we go down because it's just a time to accumulate more. But I would not be surprised to see a big move. We have seen so much bullish news over the last couple months, and the price has just been pretty stagnant. I think there's maybe a little bit of manipulation, keeping the price down. I would not be surprised to see that go away in the next couple weeks and for us to see a big move up. But who knows? Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. I really do appreciate you watching. Sorry if I seem a little bit tired. Woke up for the CPI. Been sitting here sipping coffee, but yeah, had quite the day yesterday as I got kicked out of Twitter, tried to log back in, wouldn't allow me to, tried to change my password, tried to use two-factor authentication, wouldn't let me use two-factor, and then said that once I opened a ticket, that my account couldn't get reopened and that I just have to go make another one. So that was quite a trip yesterday in addition to the normal work. So yeah, a little bit craziness there, but I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to get in on that airdrop, if you want some free tokens, it's literally free if you just trade a little bit on the platform. There's that link underneath the video. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts on this market. Like, are we moving up here soon to new all-time highs? Or are we going back down to 60, 65? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.